From the mythical city of gold, El Dorado, to the blood-soaked treasures of ruthless pirates, the thought of unimaginable wealth buried in secret corners of the earth has driven explorers to madness and sometimes to glory. Ancient Egyptian pyramids, with their golden tombs and jeweled relics, tell us that treasure is not only about wealth, but about the power and mystery locked away with it. Each artifact whispers a story of ambition, belief, and fate. In the shadows of the 20th century, one empire left behind mysteries that still ignite curiosity today: the hidden hoards of Nazi Germany. Vast, secret, and scattered, their rumored treasures have become the last great legend of modern times. Gold trains vanishing into tunnels, priceless art disappearing under cover of war. These are not just dusty tales from old books. They are threads of a tapestry still being woven by those daring enough to search, and perhaps one day to find. In a quiet corner of southwestern Poland lies the town of WWII, a place where a single rumor has kept hearts racing for decades. Whispers speak of a Nazi gold train that vanished without a trace during the final days of World War II. The story leads to the Sias Castle, once a noble residence, later seized by the Nazis. Locals tell of a train packed with gold, jewels, and priceless art disappearing into secret tunnels beneath the surrounding hills. At kilometer 65 along an old railway, a strange slope draws curious eyes. Its sunken shape, paired with an odd boulder at its center, feels less like nature and more like a hidden marker placed by those who intended to return. Even the trees tell a story. None here are older than 70 years, as if something once stood that kept them from growing. Across the tracks, ancient giants rise, untouched by the same fate. Two mysterious concrete shafts, built in the style of the Third Reich, sit just meters away. Many believe they are ventilation for the secret tunnel where the fabled train rests, silent in the dark. For some, these clues are enough to believe. For others, they remain fragments of a myth. Yet in WWII, the legend still breathes, waiting for the day someone might uncover the truth beneath the earth. Beneath the Sudetes Mountains, the Nazis began an ambitious project known as WWII, meaning giant. It was a vast network of underground tunnels, bunkers, and chambers carved deep into the rock. The Sias Castle became a command post, its grand halls stripped of luxury and converted into military quarters. From there, the digging began, an operation shrouded in secrecy and guarded with ruthless precision. Over 90,000 cubic meters of reinforced concrete tunnels were created, some leading nowhere, others sealed tight. Scattered across the mountains were abandoned barracks, warehouses, and hidden entrances, many now lost to time. To build this underground fortress, the Nazis forced 30,000 prisoners from the Gross-Rosen concentration camp into brutal labor. Conditions were hellish, and at least 5,000 died from disease, starvation, and exhaustion. No one knows the true purpose of Project WWII. Some believe Hitler planned it as a secure command center. Others claim it was meant for secret weapons production. Whatever the truth, its scale hints at ambitions far beyond ordinary warfare. Today, the tunnels still lie silent in the mountains, holding their secrets. For treasure hunters, they remain a possible resting place for the legendary gold train, a vault of history waiting in the dark. In August 2015, the Polish Deputy Minister of Culture made a bold claim. There was a 99% chance the Nazi gold train truly existed. The announcement sent a wave of excitement through the town of WWII and beyond. Among the eager seekers were Piotr Koper, a Polish explorer, and Andreas Richter, a German treasure hunter. They promised to alert authorities if they found the train in exchange for a 10% share of its contents. By August 2016, they had assembled a team of 33 diggers to explore 3 suspected sites. Their search drew both media attention and skepticism from historians, geologists, and archaeologists. Critics warned that building a secret tunnel beside an active railway was nearly impossible. They also feared the train, if found, could be rigged with explosives or filled with dangerous gas like methane. Koper and Richter pressed on, drilling deep into the earth while live streaming their progress. Weeks passed, and hope began to fade. The train they had detected turned out to be nothing more than a large rock. Undeterred, they planned another dig for 2017, raising funds to bore 20 meters deeper. But even with advanced surveys, the legendary train eluded them, remaining. In 1701, King Frederick I of Prussia commissioned a masterpiece for his Charlottenburg palace, the Amber Room, crafted from glowing amber panels, gold leaf, and mirrors. It took 10 years to complete and soon earned the title Eighth Wonder of the World. In 1716, Tsar Peter the Great of Russia visited Prussia and was captivated by its beauty. As a gesture of alliance against Sweden, the king gifted the Amber Room to Russia, where it was installed in the Winter Palace. Later, Empress Catherine II moved it to the Catherine Palace in Tsarskoye Selo. There, it dazzled visitors for over a century until World War II cast its shadow over Europe. In 1941, Nazi forces dismantled the Amber Room in just 36 hours, packing it into 27 crates. It was transported to Königsberg Castle, where it was displayed for a short time. Then, in August 1944, Allied bombing heavily damaged the castle. When Soviet troops entered Königsberg in 1945, the Amber Room was gone. Its fate became one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the war. Some believe Erich Koch, the Nazi governor of East Prussia, secretly moved the Amber Room on Hitler's orders, intending to display it in a museum after the war. Others claim it was destroyed in the bombing of Königsberg Castle in 1945. Eyewitnesses reported seeing crates matching its description at the Königsberg train station, while other theories suggest it was loaded onto the Wilhelm Gustloff or the Karl Ruhe ships later sunk in the Baltic Sea. British researchers Adrian Levy and Catherine Scott Clark concluded the Amber Room was burned in 1945, based on overlooked Soviet archives. Yet German historian Guido Knupp argued much of it survived, possibly hidden in a vast military complex in Thuringia, codenamed Swallow's Nest 5. The East German secret police even searched for it during the Cold War, investigating over 100 sites, including part of the Swallow's Nest tunnels. Some areas remain unexplored to this day, fueling hope that the treasure still lies waiting. In 1979, Russian craftsmen began the painstaking task of reconstructing the Amber Room, working from black and white photos and a single surviving color image. They sought to revive its lost splendor. By 1997, funding ran dry, halting progress. 2 years later, a German company donated $3.5 million, breathing new life into the project. Piece by piece, the shimmering panels and gilded ornaments returned to form. In 2003, to mark the 300th anniversary of St. Petersburg, Russian President Vladimir Putin and German Chancellor Gerhard Schroeder unveiled the restored amber room at the Catherine Palace. A smaller replica was later created for display in Kleinmachnow near Berlin. Proceeds from its exhibition support a charity dedicated to helping abused and disabled children, a modern treasure born from an ancient legend. The legends of the Nazi gold train and the amber room remain unsolved, their fates hidden beneath layers of history, secrecy, and speculation. Each clue found over the decades only deepens the mystery instead of ending it. For treasure hunters, these are more than stories. They are challenges, promises of glory, and perhaps fortune. For historians, they are keys to understanding the ambitions and fears of a fallen empire. Year after year, explorers, researchers, and dreamers return to the tunnels, castles, and coasts tied to these legends. Some search for gold, others for truth, but all are chasing the same ghost of history. Like all great mysteries, the allure lies not only in the treasure itself, but in the journey to find it, a journey that may never truly end.